Did anyone ever notice that narcissists do not answer questions? I want to get into this a little bit today. The reason they don't answer questions is because they want to exert their control over you. So let's say, for example, you ask them for something, like let's say it's a work situation, and you're just like, oh, I don't know, I have some belongings. Can I use that closet to keep my belongings in because I don't want them to get stolen? Or, um, something to that degree. They're not going to answer that question because they want you to be at their mercy. So they want you to have to then come back to them like 10 more times and go, after a week passes and they still didn't get you a key to the closet to put your equipment in. And this is actually happening to me because I have a new female narcopath on my hands in a working situation. Luckily, I do not have to be around her very often because of the nature of the work I do. It's only like hour sessions. So it's very brief and it's like, it's generally temporary. Like you might work with one person and then you'll only work for them for like a month or two. And then, they may continue with you or they may not. Like, let's say, for example, it's like you're a social worker, and the person just cancels after a while. Well, it's something similar to that, but not exactly social work. I don't really want to get into too many details on here, but just to give you an idea. So basically, they want to be able to hang things over your head. They need things to hang over your head so that you'll be at their mercy, so to speak. So therefore, if she doesn't answer, okay, now I have to go, oh, did you get the key a week from now? Then 2 weeks from now. Oh, I'm still waiting. Can I put my equipment in this closet? A month has gone by. I still haven't gotten an answer. You understand what's going on here? This is a manipulation. This is a way of you're at their beck and call. You're now at their mercy. You have to, for 10 times, go and be annoyed by them again, get another headache. You see, this is what they want because they love drama and they love chaos and they have to create it at every second. So, thankfully, I'm not going to have to work with this heifer for too long. It is a temporary situation, thank God, but I may have some new commentary because I've been studying this heifer for a couple months now, and I'm actually getting quite a lot of new material just by watching her and unfortunately being mildly tortured in the process, but at least it's some money coming in for the time being, so that's a plus. But anyway, and then the other thing is they're not going to answer your questions, okay, because narcissists do not like to divulge too much information. So they're not going to answer your questions regardless because they may slip up and give out information that they don't want to give out. You understand what I'm saying? They are very careful. They don't like to give out a lot of information, if you notice. They don't speak a lot. They want to listen and they want to take meticulous notes on what the hell you're saying to set you up and bait you for the future. So they're listening intently to what you're saying. They're trying to pick your brain. They're trying to ask you about your family relationships. They're trying to ask you about your personal relationships because they want to come in between all of those. Oh, and this already happened too. So I've been studying this woman. She's absolutely disgusting. And I'm going to be getting into, this is actually the first female narcopath I've actually ever been around. I had a friend that was an overt narc, but she wasn't like nothing like this. I mean, this one is full-fledged covert NPD to the 10th power. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I've been studying this freak and I'm noticing she literally will not answer any question. Like, I mean, it's been like 15 different things where I finally realized, and at first I wasn't sure. I was kind of like, I think she is a narcopath. I'm not 100% sure. Some of the sessions went by where she really was able to keep her mask up, but she can't even hide it. It's like, these freaks cannot hide who they are. It emanates out of their pores, no matter what. No matter how hard they try to hide it, once you become a kind of a semi-expert on them, there's no way they're going to get past you. You just can't. They cannot get past you once you understand these people. Can they harm you? Absolutely. You don't want to put yourself in situations if you don't have to. This is a kind of a temporary thing, so I'm just riding it out and toughing it out. It's giving me a little bit more study of these lunatics, and since I know it's a kind of a short-term thing, I'm not, otherwise I'd be really upset. If this was like a job where I could never get out of, I would be like, oh my god, I would be like looking for jobs 24/7. You know what I'm saying? You cannot stay around these people for any length of time, because the damage they can do is so great that it's literally not even worth the money. To be honest with you, go sleep in your car. I don't care what the heck you have to do, but get the hell as far away from these demons as possible. Okay? Anyway, narcissists do not answer questions. They don't want to divulge information because they may slip up and give you information that you can use against them. You catch my drift? So, and in addition, they want you to be at their mercy. So there's kind of like a twofold thing that they're doing here, and they're never going to answer any questions. They don't want you to have too much information on them that you could maybe retaliate or do something back, although that doesn't tend to be in the empath's nature. That's not really our style. But you also have to understand that the narcopath also assumes that everyone else is a narcopath. They assume that we're like them. So they're not going to give too much information, especially in this type of situation where it's a female. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking to date her, or, it's not a male and a female thing where, you see what I'm saying? So anyway, narcissists are never going to answer any questions. They don't want to give you too much information about them. They don't want you to see through their mask. And if they give you information, you might be able to put some pieces together, and they don't want that to happen.